Hello, everyone. Welcome on back to Louisiana. All right. So, first things first, we have one contract this month, at least at the moment. Obviously, like I said last month, it appears this month we'll be doing a lot of contracting, which, not gonna lie, the contract board is a little bit light on work this month. I mean, there is a couple of harvests. I think there's 4 total. But they're all, I think there's two potatoes, and I want to say the other ones are parsnips. And all of them are, like, I think one's, you must deliver 1.4 million liters or something like that. Yeah, this one, 1.4 million liters of potatoes you have to deliver. You can keep 90,000. So that means this field you're going to get like 1.5 million liters of potatoes. That's a lot. I don't have the time to do something that big. That'd be a massive harvest. So, obviously, I'm assuming it'd be worth well over $100,000, but that's that's gonna involve a lot more time than I have. Yeah, this is up on field 3. It's the only cultivating one. And obviously, like, we had the one Deadwood one, but it's $750, so it's not even enough to pay for a chainsaw. So unless I start with one, I don't have that ability to do that one, which I'm not as concerned about doing one that's $700. But either way, we can at least get this going. It'll be a nice, like, 35 grand. It'll be nice to have. And then we also have that field way back there, which actually, you might be able to see it. Yeah, I think you can see it. Yeah, we do have that field to plant. I'm gonna put peas in it. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Because if I remember right, the mod that I'm gonna end up using is the one that you can use your regular combine header on those crops. I think I'm gonna put peas in it and use that mod. And it only uses, or you can only harvest green beans or peas, if I remember right. Yeah, I don't remember if I've done actual peas harvest. Like, I've used like greenhouse production mods and stuff to make peas, but I don't remember if I've done an actual harvest. I probably have, likely as like a contract maybe, or like a one-time thing. That might be it too. Maybe it's just a one-time thing. That seems likely. It seems like something I would have done. One-time thing, but I know I am doing some green bean harvests on Survival's Challenge at the moment, so I think we'll do something a little bit different, something we don't normally do. And like I said, they should both be 4-month growth times, so no real difference there. Yeah, I did get the corn tortillas loaded up for the month. I decided to put them on the pickup truck. We don't really use it that much, and it allowed me to kind of get the planter somewhat set up. Get it all filled up and stuff, and not use the tractor as much as I can. Because obviously it's rented, so you gotta pay. It's per hour of work, and it's not a cheap amount, I don't believe. It'll be kind of nice to not have that rental to pay for all the time. The combine is obviously a lot more for the rental, but that's something that we're gonna need next month. So I better keep it. Even if it's just sitting for a month in there, it's still cheaper than the initial lease cost would be. Somewhere up here. This is 5 miles or 15 miles an hour, so it takes a while to get where I'm trying to go. Oh, this is field 2 coming up? I thought it was... Oh, field 3's up there, then. I was about to say, am I going the complete wrong way? I think 3's up there. Yeah, I think so. I think I just took the wrong turn and ended up taking the long way, it seems. I wonder if this is one of the big potato fields. I think that's potatoes. Doesn't look like parsnips. Yeah. I would think parsnips would have the, what, ridges, I believe? I seem to remember that from 22. Although I don't remember if it was actually mandatory. I think it just added like a layer of fertilizer, so it wasn't technically mandatory. I seem to remember that too. I don't know if I ever really tried it much, but yeah, I think it wasn't mandatory. This should be it. Double check, make sure I'm here. Yep, we have made it all the way up here. Alright, well, I'll just, I'll have a worker start on this. And, hopefully they can at least get a ways in, and I'll probably end up finishing it myself, I'm thinking. But, it's probably best case scenario, that way we actually get everything finished that we can. This is a nice interior. It's a nice interior. As I almost take this over the hill there and almost put it on its side, more than likely. Realistically, it probably would have, because that's a lot of weight, obviously, high up. This should actually get us in town a lot quicker than a tractor trailer obviously would. Top speed's a little bit faster. Almost to the point where I'm sitting here waiting and stuff. I'm not actually sure why that cement truck there stopped in the middle of the road. I think, was it? I think I see it. I know it was only sold at the farmer's market. I don't remember where that is. It's somewhere over here. That's the sawmill. Oh, there it is. Oh. I was not paying attention to the road. I was paying attention to where the farmer's market was. Yeah, it's right over here. Knew it was in this area. That's another $141,000. I think at the end of the month here, I'll take what I can and I'll pay back more of the loan, just to try to obviously get the monthly interest down as much as we can. Because, you know, even though no matter what, we're going to end up paying the entire loan back, just because a lot of the loan goes to land, and obviously we'll end up selling it all in the end. So no matter what, we'll be able to pay it back. But just to have a little bit less interest every month. Because that's what's technically giving us a negative on the land, even though we're going to make a positive out of it just because of all the crops and everything. Make a few $100,000 pretty easily, if not more. I'll probably use this next month to bring him to, if possible. I'll have to see how much we got. We might have more, because I would think the cycles are now all to corn tortillas now. I'm assuming at least. Oh, one spawned underneath the combine. I put this there instead of the truck, that way they wouldn't spawn. And that's because I know it has barriers, but I was still having stuff spawn for some reason, so just seemed to be the best thing I could have done. Okay, this is still over here, which is fine because it is not needed today. This is fine, that's over here. This is needed to do some planting. We're not full on seeds, but it should still easily be enough to do the whole piece. We'll turn on steering assist. Quite a few lines, but not too bad. 2 around on the edge. That probably seems about right, because I know, yeah, there's going to be trees and everything, so you're going to want as much as you can at the edges, obviously, so you get a decent amount of room to turn around, so that seems about right. I'm going to lower that, and, oh, nope, almost, I got going a little bit late. I didn't get that last little bit there. Alright, there we go. I don't want to miss too much. Biggest thing is obviously making sure we have enough fertilizer for this entire field. If we don't, we do have some at the store, so I would drive the extra distance to do it, to grab that, because obviously we've already paid for it. I don't think we'll run out of anything, because obviously... Oh. The line stopped. It's obviously, I filled it up, so I don't think it should have any issues. Seeds, I didn't go all the way, because it's so rare to use that many seeds, really, so... Yeah, I think I'll just go ahead and start a time lapse for this. I'll talk to everyone once the time lapse is done.
Is out of line. Although you say you can prove more, I can feel it down to my core. In a world where our words go, I sit and believe what I'm told. But in this blue world filled with bones, I'll just keep dancing on my own. It's a useless waste of time. I don't care what's on your mind. The truth was never for us to find. We could lock horns all day, but really who cares what we say? We will be lost before we fade. I can almost hear it cry, this feeling you somehow deny. Just how do you fail to heal the roaring grinding of your gears? As you dictate the laws, your future self honors the flaws. And some of us who are awake watch as you are fixing your mistakes. By along the stone, the subtle movements of the land. Within the limits of these chains, there's only so much to explain. But there you will find this wall, the one that's infinitely tall. And as we move the hour around, are we just dancing in the sand? It's a useless waste of time. I don't care what's on your mind. The truth was never for us to find.
Alright, so we're just about done here with planting. I will probably check on the cultivating contract, because I haven't seen it move from 64 in a little bit, so... Just in case it got stuck, I'm going to check on it now before I do anything else. Oh, nope, 65. Well, never mind, it is okay, I guess. Alright, oh, I forget. Got that bug still. Alright, how's it doing? Is it just now that point over there? Is it basically just... Yeah, it's just gonna have the outer edge left. That's one thing you gotta almost keep in mind for this. these contracts, especially the cultivating ones, a large portion of it is the outer edge, which doesn't take too terribly long to do. Oh, I love that. That's been a bug for the last like 2 versions. It just randomly came up in one of them, and it's still been a thing. It's because earlier I took a screenshot, and now anytime I open a menu, it's gonna do that. So yeah, it's nice. All right, let's get back to here, and really, I shouldn't need either of these, so I'm gonna just return both of these right from here. That should make the time a little bit better. I probably didn't need to reset it because I'm gonna go right back into here. I don't know how much that's gonna cut down our leasing costs, really, but yeah. We are down to 46,000 liters of cotton to be gone through. So we've went through, what, 25,000 liters? Something like that in the last month? Or right around there, at least. So not too bad. It should be gone in the next 2 months, which would put us, what? April, May? When is called loathing highest? May. So it should line up fairly well. It appears, at least. Obviously, there's probably. I mean, we would make $200 off of this, but still, it's not worth it. If I bought a chainsaw, it's still not worth it because it's $200 in the end, and we're making enough money. It's kind of to the point where $200 ain't really worth it. So, all right, I'm gonna take a little bit more off of the loan too. Probably get under 2 million, and we will get 30 grand from this. So I will bring this a little bit lower. So we took another, what, 120,000 off, something like that. And then obviously we'll get the 30K, and then we'll be back to 150,000, which actually, let's just bring it down to about 100,000. Why not? But yeah, we should be less on the vehicle leasing costs, which it was 2 grand less last month. Likely just we use stuff for less amount of time, I'm guessing. And that did actually, loan interest last month was down. So just over 2 grand. That's a decent amount, really. So I wonder how many side pieces is it? That's probably 2. It's probably 2 strips on the edge. Obviously, I'm just gonna, I might have finish this out myself. Makes sense, at least. Oh, it takes a little bit to get up to speed. I was about to think I might have to run a manual gearbox, but it seems to be fine now. Obviously, it does take a while to do these contracts. I mean, it might honestly be best that I only did this one. Because if I had multiple, I don't know if we'd have them all finished up right away, but be close at least. But yeah, next month we'll be back to doing it's not too many harvests next month, I don't think. And the month after, I don't think it's too many either. I shouldn't have did that, really, because it's going to pop up the snowing type thing again. Yeah, it'd be these 3 next month, which isn't that much. We should easily be able to finish it. But then it's all of this and all of this, I believe, the month after, and then it's this, I believe. If I hover over, it might tell me. It does not. And then it's these 3 in 1 month. And then it's this one last. So these, we shouldn't have too much issues finishing them up fairly quick, realistically. It'd be these. I don't know if we'll be able to do all 3 in 1 month, but we'll see. I do have the other combine. I can always, put the header on and try to get something done with that too. At least help us out. All right, off we go here. Well, I think I'll just go ahead and start with time lapse. We'll just finish out the cultivating here. So I'll text everyone once the time lapse is done.
We could lock arms all day, but really who cares what we say? We will be lost before we
Alright, well, just like that, the contract is, well, it's finished. Obviously, we can finish out the last little bit ourselves. There's always a huge buffer in well, it's not huge, but a decent amount of buffer in contracts. They've always kind of been like that, but I believe it's with the Better Contracts mod. It allows us to finish it out if we want. Which obviously, if you want to do a good job, you're going to finish the whole thing out. So, yeah, this would be a nice, like, 30 grand, and, yeah, I'm not going to take more off of the loan, I don't think. I want to keep our funds fairly decent, but I think this seems to be, we'll be at, like, 135,000. That should be fairly good. I know next month we'll probably get a little bit more, obviously, from orange tortillas, but I don't know how much, but be having at least a decent amount that'll be sold there. Maybe $7,500,000, somewhere in there, maybe. We'll see. Also kind of depends on how much gets made over the overnight. I would think it's more than what we had this time, just because it's not producing any corn flour, so in theory, all of the cycles should just be going to that. So, yeah, next month we'll have, obviously, the field that we just planted today. That will be, the hoe will be in that, getting all the weeds and stuff out of there. We'll have a couple of harvests. Shouldn't take that long. I'll probably be able to do those myself, I think. Otherwise, I'll still keep an eye out, obviously, too, if there's a good cultivating contract that's not too big. I think this is probably, like, about as big as I would go, size-wise. We'll probably do that then too, but we'll see. We'll see what's out there. But yeah, just like that, this is finished. So let's get this returned. Or collected. 35 grand for that. Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. We're up to $139,000. Obviously, you're thinking, what, we're in month 7? 8? It might be 8. Something like that. So yeah, you're thinking, oh, it's not looking that great, but we do have a lot of different things to come. Mainly in the soybean department. Obviously, corn tortillas, we're slowly selling it. right now because the price is starting to go down, and then clothing in a couple months. So we got a good amount of stuff still, plus obviously fields to be resold. So. But yeah, that is about everything for today. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye.